morning, student. Today we are going to see some more application of malonic ester. Now, how malonic ester is used in the synthesis of branch monocarboxylic acid. Now, this is the formula of malonic ester. It is also known as ethyl acetoacetate. In yesterday class, we see that due to this 2-carbonyl group, this methylene group is known as active methylene group, and due to the presence of this 2 electron withdrawing group, the hydrogen on this carbon is acidic nature. So when it is treated with sodium ethoxide, it is basically a mild base. What mild base does? It takes away proton from your active methylene group, and one of the hydrogen is replaced by sodium atom. In next step, if we add alkyl halide, so NaX goes out and R is substituted. If we treat this compound again with sodium ethoxide, so there is also one of the hydrogen present on your carbon. This hydrogen is replaced by again Na atom. Then we treat this compound with alkyl halide. Let it is denoted by R-X. So again your sodium goes out with X, so minus NaX, and R dash is substituted. If we add aqueous KOH to this compound, this ethyl group is basically replaced with potassium atom. See here, that is, we got basically a potassium salt and 2 molecules of ethyl alcohol goes out. When this salt is treated with HCl, potassium goes out and hydrogen comes there. So we got basically 2 carboxylic group. Just see here. When this compound is again heated at 200 degrees centigrade, we see that one of the carboxylic group get decarboxylated. That is, this hydrogen bond shifted here and CO2 goes out, and this hydrogen is come on your this carbon atom. So we basically got structure like this: R, C, R dash, H, COH. So that structure is equivalent to R, CH, R dash, COH. Now, if it is not a Grignard reagent, sorry, it is alkyl halide. If just compare the structure of malonic ester and your product, so we see that at your active methylene carbon, during this all reaction sequence, both hydrogen, that is both active hydrogen, this both active hydrogen is replaced by R and R dash, that is alkyl group, and this carbon again get hydrogen during your decarboxylation reaction. So if R is equal to CH3, means if we add here methyl chloride and R dash is also CH3, that is, in this step number 2, if we again add methyl chloride, so overall product which is from here, just replace R and R dash with methyl group CH3, CH, CH3, COH. So we got dimethyl acetic acid. If R is equal to CH3 and R dash is equal to C2H5, or R is equal to C2H5 and R dash is equal to CH3. What going to be happen? We got 2-methyl butanoic acid. Numbering start from your carboxylic group. So 1, 2, 3, 4. At 2 position we have methyl groups, and overall carbon chain is of 4 carbon atom with carboxylic group. So it is 2-methyl butanoic acid. If R and R dash is C2H5, so we basically got diethyl acetic acid, or it is also known as 2-ethyl butanoic acid. So we are going to see how dicarboxylic acid is formed by using malonic ester. So first we are going to see synthesis of succinic acid. So again malonic ester is treated with your mild base, that is sodium ethoxide. So one of the hydrogen is replaced here with sodium atom, and now if we add ester of chloroacetic acid, so what going to be happen? This Na is basically react with Cl and NaCl goes out, and this whole part, that is CH2 C double bond O C2H5 is attached here on this carbon, which is shown in red color pen here. Just look the structure of this compound, it is very interesting. This part is basically a part which is denoted by blue color pen. It is basically comes from your malonic ester, while the part which is denoted by red color pen, it is come from your reagent. And if we are closely see, both side they have ester group with themselves. With in this compound there are overall 3 ester group. When we add KOH, what going to be happen? All C2H5 is replaced by potassium, and since there are 3 ester group, so 3 C2H5OH goes out in the reaction. Note the structure of this compound, that is CH-COOK into bracket divided by 2. This part which is shown by blue pen, it is the part from your malonic ester, while the part which is shown in the red pen, it is come from your reagent. Now we know that if we treated potassium salt with HCl, so potassium is basically replaced by hydrogen atom, so minus 3 KCl here, and all the COK is converted into COOH. When this compound is heated, one of the group, now this statement is very much important, one of the group, that is carboxylic group, one of the carboxylic group which are shown by blue pen is get decarboxylated, and we got succinic acid. The important thing is here, this carbon in this compound have 1 hydrogen, but after decarboxylation it comes with 2 hydrogen. How it is happen? Just see here, when we hit this compound, one of the carboxylic group get decarboxylated, this bond shifted here, because of that this bond shifted here and CO2 goes out, this hydrogen comes here. While writing this reaction, always make a habit to decarboxylate those carboxylic acid group which is come from your malonic ester part. It is the important. Now we are again going to see synthesis of adipic acid. It is also a dicarboxylic acid. So in first step, as usual, we are going to treat your malonic ester with mild base, that is sodium ethoxide. So we basically one of the hydrogen is replaced by Na here. Now this monosodio derivative, when two molecule of this monosodio derivative, just see here, this is the first molecule of your monosodio derivative which is written on your left side, and this is the another molecule of monosodio derivative which is written on right side. When it is come in a contact with, or when it is reacted with ethylene dibromide, when it is reacted with ethylene dibromide, NaBr from here and NaBr from here goes out and all the molecule join together. So note the structure here, CH2 which is write with blue sketch pen, it is the part of your ethylene bromide. So just see here the part of ethylene bromide, that is CH2. On this carbon all this group is attached, so CH here, and this carbon also having two C double bond OOC2H5 group, so it is COOC2H5 twice. Same thing is here, CH and COOC2H5 by twice. When this compound is reacted with KOH, what going to be happen? Total there are 4 ester group. Because of that, all this C2H5 get replaced by your potassium, and -4 C2H5 goes out. That is basically we got a salt. Now same reaction when we treated this salt with your HCl, potassium goes out and H comes here, so here -4 KCl, means this group is then converted into your carboxylic group. When we hit this compound, so one of the carboxylic acid group from here, from upward side, and one of from downward side get decarboxylated, and -2 CO2 molecule goes out, and we comes with the structure CH2 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 COH COH. Now important thing, just see here, this is a carbon having only one hydrogen, but after decarboxylation one of the hydrogen comes here and one of the carbon hydrogen comes here. This is the structure of adipic acid. Now we are going to see preparation of alpha beta unsaturated acid, that is protonic acid, from your malonic ester. When malonic ester is reacted with acid aldehyde, what going to be happen? Since these two hydrogen are acidic in nature, means they can easily replaceable, they directly takes away this oxygen and water goes out in the presence of base, So we comes with this type of structure. Remember that the structure, the part of structure which is written with sketch pen, it is come from your acid aldehyde molecule. Then it is treated with KOH. So this C2H5, this C2H5 replaces with potassium again. Then this salt is reacted with HCl. So K plus replaces by hydrogen. So we got carboxylic group basically here. It is known as acidic hydrolysis step. When this molecule is heated at near about 200 degrees centigrade, decarboxylation of any one carboxylic group takes place like this. And this carbon got proton or hydrogen atom from here. So we basically comes with this type of structure. Just see here. In this structure, CH3CH is the part of your acid aldehyde and this CHCOH is the part of your malonic ester. What is the name of this compound? It is known as crotonic acid. It is why it is known as alpha beta unsaturated acid, because next to your carboxylic acid there is alpha carbon and next to alpha there is beta carbon. In both the carbon there is unsaturation is present. That's why it is known as alpha beta unsaturated acid or simply crotonic acid. Now preparation of heterocyclic compounds from malonic ester. When your malonic ester is reacted with urea, this is basically a formula of urea, C double bond O NH2 NH2. When it is reacted with urea, so C2H5O and one of the hydrogen on your NH2 group, which is the part of your urea, is reacted and 2 molecule of ethyl alcohol goes out. So we comes with this structure. See here, CH2, C double bond O as it is and C double bond O as it is. This part is basically the part which is written with blue pen. It is basically coming from your malonic ester, while the part which is written with a red pen, it is basically comes from your urea, that is C double bond O NH. This compound is known as barbituric acid or its other name is malonyl urea. Why it is known as malonyl urea? Because this compound is basically synthesized by malonic ester and urea. In the next class we are going to see synthesis of acetoacetic ester and its application. Thank you.